No, these spider webs, I mean.
Sep,
Wouldn't mind a light source.
Sep, you're in. You have some experience with the whole fireman thing.
Yeah.
In an enclosed area with a lot of flammable stuff all around the walls, and only one very narrow escape for that fire, what happens?
Kind of.
Whoosh.
It will be like this. How do you say that in English? This you know, it will suck the oxygen in that little enclosed area, and it will escape through that one hole where we are. If that is what you want to go for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so
that's
basically what you're saying is that we are standing in the bottleneck where we will be flamboyant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds awesome.
Specifically you, Shump. I believe you are at the narrowest point.
I would like to point out, I told you so.
I would like to point out your initial idea was to put a bonfire in that room, Torm.
I also want to point out that initial idea.
No, but yeah, initial idea came from Kesh, who decided to put fire in this room. And I said, at least let's clear away the webs. Then you said no.
Well, you still did, but
it
wouldn't matter.
Everybody make a dexterity saving throw.
Damn it. Thought we had him there. I thought we could kind of...
I'll also be making a con save.
Why?
Because of your concentration.
Where is my save? Where's the save thing?
Under your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, you're right. Dex. And that's with the +4.
I don't have any dex.
So,
okay.
16, 12, 7, 14.
I'm guessing I failed.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that my damage was probably the lowest I can get.
Oh, Jesus. Everybody except Obsid fail the dexterity saving throw.
Nope, I don't.
So everybody dies.
DC 13, I rolled a 14.
Yep.
Yeah, that's for your spell. This is the combustion of all the spider web in the room and the fire funneling into the corridor you are in.
Ah, lovely. Well, does my constitution save hold up?
Yeah, your sphere is still there. Let's see how much damage you take
dead,
first.
But your sphere is just holding.
I mean, that's after we figure out how much damage you take, and then we'll go from there.
Being a dwarf saved me. I had less distance to throw myself to the ground.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Okay.
Oh, actually, I have advantage, I think. Or no, wait. Do I?
So, that's 15 fire damage.
So, bye-bye.
Tio.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing... Does it count as a magical effect? Because it was initiated one by one, or does it not count as that?
No, once the fire spreads, it's ordinary.
Okay.
So, the fire whooshes over, and you basically see my character die.
What's your max hit points?
15.
Okay. So...
The fire went over, and I just collapsed. Goodbye, world. That's because I told you so. That's why I faint now. So, Shump, you just see me fall back.
I'm just gonna... There was no rest involved from the last session?
No, there was.
No.
At the last... No, not last session, but we should be at full health from that, weren't we?
Yes. Yes.
Except those who took damage from the trap.
Trap.
Did I take
So can I
damage from
take
the
a
trap?
short rest?
Yeah,
now
you
to
did.
recover my HP?
I did.
Yeah, you did.
Then
You-
I have 1 hit point left, is what you're saying.
Ah, joy.
So,
Cool.
can I
Lord.
take now a short rest since I'm already fainted?
Well, let's see.
A short rest, what?
I would try to stabilize Quilana.
Thank you.
Sure.
I can always shimmy past and attempt to heal Kulana.
She's stabilized at least.
Yeah. Roll a 1d4.
Me? Okay.
Yeah, you can roll 1d4. Okay, you'll wake up in an hour
With a major headache.
with some major scarring and some
and
burn
iron.
marks and scorch marks on your clothes, and
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
so basically you all see this spark of fire as Kothar summons this sphere of fire that licks the wall like very gingerly, which scorches part of the old dusty spider web, and then the entire room suddenly combusts, and you see this lovely like wave of fire just kind of go around the entire large chamber and then come crashing straight towards you.
So if you're
And-
watching this from the outside, you would just see silhouettes disappearing.
Yeah.
So
And-
I would like to quote "lovely wave of fire."
Yep.
Just
To,
that.
to me, it's lovely. I like it quite a bit.
Is the mouse okay? Is the beard still okay?
That is the real question. Is my beard and mouse fine?
Actually, this is such a large fire effect that Rohan, you should take half damage at least.
So that would be 15 half.
7.
Round it up.
Well, you did
Round
succeed
down.
a save.
Yeah, but
Wasn't he the only one
I-
that did?
this is like the same kind of power as breath attacks, basically. And
Yeah,
those
but
are
more like,
those are usually half damage. So
since he sees the effect happening, he just drops everything and just.
yeah,
Fuck this shit.
duck and cover.
Say beard!
He,
Fuck my
he-
eyes, sir, the beard.
he's a dwarf. He's seen like tunnel fires before. He's been taught in preschool about duck and cover. So
Damn, I don't know that command.
So,
Yeah. So 7 or 8? Round up
7.
Or
round down.
minus.
So
times-
immediately after this conflagration, and after just Coulthard immediately going to stabilize, he just looks back at the sphere and just. That was part of the plan.
Oh, Kothar, make a saving throw for Niniak as well. Niniak. Don't think your familiar did that. Actually, your familiar has 7 hit points. So even with a success, that's still.
This is toasted familiar.
Hmm.
So
Who would be
1 second.
barbecuing?
Oh, never mind. I'm unconscious. I will shut up.
So you don't even have to make a saving throw for Niniak.
Don't smile in your voice
Niniak
when you're
is-
saying that. That's cruel, dude.
Niniak outright vanishes with the sudden wall of fire.
and since it's a familiar, it doesn't go unconscious. It just dies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Joy.
So you come on the like the fire passes past you, and continues further down the corridor. You like gasp for air, and slowly you start feeling the oxygen like return to this place. And then you look to your shoulder, and Ninyak isn't there. Your little fairy dragon has just kind of like disappeared, and right next to you, Quellenai is like face charred, lying on the ground
with residue of Ninyak on her.
Well, it's a tiny creature, so I suppose it would be right for it to just like pop.
I'm sorry for giving him ideas. I'm just trying to make the picture. I was thinking maybe Boral should kind of cough a little bit, a little wing. I'm so sorry. Oh God. This started off horribly, by the way.
I want to listen for potential other movement.
If we killed Ninyak, it should be just fear that there is nothing else living in this fucking corridor now. Everything should be killed.
Hopefully, nothing else lives in this corridor, because now I'm afraid of what has survived.
Yeah. Almost a TPK.
So just he's standing still, having drawn his weapon and still maintaining his concentration with the spell, just one hand just focusing, and just what else lived besides some of us.
So, after you tended to Quellenna and stabilized her with your excellent medicine check, Kothar, Boral, and Rohirdan, you can all make a perception check.
There's a big demon in the room.
Mm-hmm.
And
You have summoned Baal.
yes.
As far
Wow.
as far as
Opposite is just looking at
concerned,
something else.
I'm still on the ground. For my perception check.
Hiding everything.
You're basically you're putting your hands in front of your eyes. Just I don't want to see it.
Making
Yeah.
sure I've still got my eyebrows and beard.
So, Rohirdan, you're fairly sure that you haven't lost your beard, which is really good luck. But you can feel like it ember a little bit at your like cheeks,
Aw.
and it's smoldering a little bit. Kothar, you can hear the gentle popping of like popcorn in the room beyond, like in the circular room.
Let me guess, spider eggs, or hatchings, or tiny spiders.
It could be all of the above. You're not
Or
quite
just
sure
popcorn.
without actually checking for yourself, but you do see like raining down from the vaulted ceiling. There are bits of spider webs and probably spiders and spider eggs, all raining down, embering as they fall to the ground.
Well, we dealt with that.
That was
XP?
fun.
Okay, that was our idea.
Quellenna is level 4. How much does that translate into experience?
Isn't it 100 XP per level?
Well,
You then have to take it
since
into
I don't hear
consideration.
any obvious noise or anything beginning to move after the shock and awe effect, I'm going to force Quellenna's unconscious body to drink from the red vial.
They give me poison after I'm dead.
Yes, you're just unconscious. I need
just to
make
get
sure
rid
the
of
job
you.
is done.
So,
Die already!
you mean the ruby vial then?
This was healing potion.
You do know that you don't give a drink to someone that is unconscious, right?
Choking hazard.
And
I mean,
then
I could just cure wounds.
you don't need to spend that on yourself. Or Shump.
How much does it heal?
Actually, yeah, Shump would be a good idea. Cure wounds.
Trump is barely standing at this moment.
Oh, okay.
That
So-
can't be.
Oh, nice. Lovely.
So
Hello.
you didn't want to heal me
Rolling.
too much.
Rolling 2.
No, it's not correct. There's something
Yeah.
wrong.
And it should be 2d4 plus 2.
It's written just 2. Just, you did the 2
Ah. Fixed it.
now, but you roll it again. And why is it attached to your long rest? Why is it attached to your long rest? Did you know?
Yeah, because it refreshes every dawn. So yeah,
Ah,
essentially with every long rest.
I still need a heal, I think.
So, Quelena, you come back to consciousness, sputtering and coughing up this reddish liquid that has been force-fed to you, and Kothar stands above you, singed, and you notice that the familiar that he had just bonded with is nowhere to be seen.
I will kind of look around. And is my face like charred?
Yeah, it's like a black face, essentially.
First of all, I will
And-
touch my face. I will see that I have like a charred face, and I will prestidigitation and take a wet wipe and start wiping my face.
You-
I'm
As-
Leave me
as-
for the rest.
as you look around, you notice Shump, that Shump stood behind you, and he has this like outline of you on his armor. and the rest of him is like charred, but there's like this neat like silhouette of cleanness
Yeah.
on his
I will-
chest.
I will re-prestidigitation and offer him a wet wipe.
Thank you.
And he's barely standing. He's just like shaking and shivering. He's, "Ah."
Still trying to figure out what the fuck happened.
So, if I'm going to heal Shump, there's this. Can I get back there to heal him? Because
Well,
I kind
you
of
can-
need to touch him.
Well, but we can move to allow for a friendly character.
Yeah, you can move through friendly characters as long as you don't end your turn in their space, essentially.
So don't end your turn.
So, so as long as we're in
I
initiative,
have to-
it doesn't matter too much.
What would I probably died. I just landed on something and I died. Where is it? I'm behind you, and I'm almost dead.
Yeah, you may want to swap places. You don't want
Yes.
to be there.
What are you all doing? What's going on there? Is
We're
it a
having
group
some
hug?
They're having a moment, okay?
We're having
Yeah. Okay.
Why am I always not in the group hugs?
We know that you are taking our buttons.
You don't. I
Oh,
succeeded in
Thank you. I mean,
the healing today is
and I mean
amazing.
that. I mean, thank you so much. I mean, it's all in the thought. He can't help it that the gods are not on his hide.
So can we just take it in effect that would have been a 1?
Yeah.
I would like to suggest a long rest.
You just had one, you can't.
I'm
Wait,
tired
oh.
now.
Can I use inspiration to make him re-roll that?
Near death experience. I think it requires.
Zep, I'd say no, but I'm inclined to say yes, considering that all of your healing so far has crit failed.
Yeah, now when you say it, I kind of remember that every single time I'm trying to get some more hit points, it just crit fails.
This is the best session.
Bastard.
We are
I
too
almost
good
get
today.
brained.
Look at him. He's just. Oh, he is gloating. This is.
You did this to yourselves.
I know.
First step into the room, and I almost get brained.
And then afterwards you get burned and
Remember the picture you posted earlier?
Yeah, I do remember the picture.
Quilena would just think to herself, why did I leave a scholarship for this?
I think you need
I was
display-
a scribe. I was so good at it. Why did I
I
leave
need to find it.
to die?
I need to.
That picture is just, it's the epitome of everything.
Yes. There, perfect.
What?
What's that?
What happened? I didn't see anything.
Did you put it up on stream?
Yeah.
Oh, I hit
What's happening? I can't use 2 websites on my potato.
He posted the picture in Skype earlier.
Yeah.
It's a meme picture. It's just the text. I keep trying to create an epic enemy for my players, but I'll never make one that's as dangerous to them as themselves.
Wow, that is. I mean, okay, sure, it has merit, but that is just. It always happens to us. It's not new.
You always find the best ways to surprise me. Usually involving fire. I'm not gonna lie.
But I have a point, actually.
Fire is what fire does.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you now stand at the doorway to a large circular chamber with four pillars leading up to a vaulted roof. It is suddenly made completely clean of all spider webs.
We cleaned the room.
Everything else is clean, except for the floor, which now has this very thin layer of ash on it.
Yes, part of it is my skin. Okay, so I will just say to Kothar, can we just not do again this fire thing?
Extreme exfoliation.
Hopefully there's nothing else here that will spontaneously combust now.
I look at Kothar and say, "Oh, that almost went horribly wrong.
What do you mean almost?
We could. That could have. Oh, close call."
I'll move my flaming sphere down to the center of those 4 pillars. Yeah,
Burn
maybe,
another web and everything burns again.
I'm just gonna turn and face the spikes again.
I never saw the sheer size of that room, so now I get why the hit points were so.
I don't.
Why it
think-
was. It made an impact. I see now.
Oh yeah. So should I continue hitting these spears, or are you willing to crouch under them now?
The spears in front of you glow with a slight orange glow after that fireball.
It should be easier.
But it's really, I mean, it's it was for a moment, but okay.
Yeah, give it another whack. Be mindful of other traps.
Pee on it first.
That. No. Just no.
Well, no, why not?
I think
Again, as a fireman, what happens with something heated metal that is rapidly cooled
It contracts.
Yes, but well,
and
Or
turns
like it-
brittle?
Yeah, so it kind of just... You could just pop it off right after. Pee on it. I'm just saying.
I'm a dwarf.
Science.
Are
Is a
you
minor
willing to lift
chance.
me? Are you willing to lift me to pee on this?
Yes. Yes, I am. I am.
Or did you forget I'm a dwarf?
Roherthan, may I hold you up to pee on these spikes? We could make them. We could make them break off by the sheer touch of force after.
There is a minor risk that it might spontaneously
So-
explode.
Yeah, but that is because I'm holding him in front of me. I mean, you should see.
So-
You should just look at it.
So, Shump, you want to pick Roherden up and hold him up above the
I would
spears?
stand here.
If he wants. If he wants.
I will go there and hide.
Roherden, are you in for the ride? Okay. Shump, make an athletics check.
I will. Let's see.
Crit fail, crit fail.
That's not a crit fail. That's.
That's exactly in the middle.
I mean, I
Okay.
will struggle, but I will still.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
what do I roll for pee?
Constitution.
That needs to be quoted. I'm just saying, chat. That needs to be quoted. First quote needs to be that.
I think
It-
it's a Constitution save.
Yeah, you can make a constitution check to see how much of an arc you get on it.
Can I combine it with shape water?
Do it. Just do it.
Okay.
You could do a sprinkling pee with the shape water. You could just sprinkle it all over the place.
I could just shape it so that it just goes in a circle around it. Wouldn't have to waste precious drops.
Check or saving throw.
One second, but you need
I-
to time it with him to shape water at the same time. 3, 2, 1, no!
I wanted Sep to fail, so Roherden went face planting on these hot metal spears, but this is so much better.
Just gonna roll the constitution check.
Whoa! That's
Whoa.
a good.
Okay, so
This marvelous pee comes out of you.
so I
Not
think
pressure.
the camera zooms in on Quelana's face as this like sound of sizzling starts echoing through this very narrow
In
corridor.
addition, with the color of the pea and the glowing embers of the rods, there should be like a glow on the face as he does that. Like, oh, it should come from the pea hitting the rod. Squirrel Shump is just holding the
It's like the glow from Pulp Fiction when they open the briefcase. There's the golden orange glow.
exactly.
The holy grail just happened.
Yeah.
This needs to be
And then
pictured.
And-
we have the follow-up issue that the rods are very hot, the pea is very cold, and yes, it'll cool it down, but it will also vaporize it.
Yes.
Yep.
Ew.
So-
the smell in this
so-
tight corner.
That's why I went back a lot.
So, Quelana, you thought that the sulfurous smell of the gas from the pit,
From the pee.
from the pit, like the exhaust pit right here,
Yeah.
was bad. Compared to the smell wafting your way from the chamber
So
beyond,
What the kind
it's
of pee is that?
it's dwarven pee.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I was-
It's like even worse. You would rather like climb into this exhaust pit and sniff that than the smell
I will use prestidigitation to conjure myself a
gas mask
hanky that is scented roses, and I will just put it against my my nose.
Well, there's a voice down corridor. Roherthan, your pee is working.
Your pee is working. It's killing people.
Turns out you're awfully well hydrated.
Which is impressive after that fireball.
Well, it's probably from fear.
So we get this like extensive close-up of Quelana's face as the camera keeps zooming in on her face, and the P sound just keeps going and going and going until it's not funny anymore, and then keeps going and going until it's funny again.
It just keeps going for minutes
And
on.
the horror then is in her face is just...
And then you finally hear the sizzling like getting weaker, and then stop for a moment, and there's this pause, and then it starts again.
I think, but with his stream, it should break it alone without any help. just the pressure of this awesome pee.
Should I make a strength check for the pressure?
No, the constitution check was plenty. However, Shump, you can make an athletics check to see how long you managed to keep this armored up dwarf.
Whoa!
Oh, you have.
P can do well.
He can do a drinking pause, and then I can just keep on holding it.
He's just drinking another canteen like I have more.
As I'm going, I just look over my shoulder and go, "Can you pass my canteen out my pack?"
Yeah, sure. We're doing great.
Keep
And-
going.
And the sound of the pea hitting the iron, metal spears shifts and becomes like a ringing sound as they cool down enough that the pea doesn't instantly vaporize anymore. So now it's just like the sound of a liquid sprinkling against metal.
We should hit it now and see if it breaks off.
I'm down for that.
Should I
You may
just
want
kind
to
of,
put me down first.
or should I just like?
Just keep holding it.
You could just use your feet, and then I just.
You can throw him on the bars. It could break. He's heavy.
Oh no, that is Smug and Stangar thing. Yeah.
So the metal looks fairly brittle at this point. It
Yes,
has that like
that must be
little bit of a
acid.
crust to it.
I will put him down for him to swing his hammer.
It's a dwarven pea. It's acidic as hell.
So that I'll probably.
Probably 80% proof.
You just need to touch it and it will break now.
And that's only because it's an off day.
So, go ahead and make another athletics check.
Think what he could do if he had more to drink
9.
before.
Roll a d20.
Oh lord, this could backfire.
Okay. So, you hear the metal snap as you bring your hammer down, and then it crackles for a moment, and you give it another whack, and it shears clean through. You still have 2 more to go, but they follow the same pattern. You have no trouble in after that scene. You have no trouble in breaking them as well.
I'll be right back. 1 second. I need to put my cat up because she's driving me nuts here. 1 second.
Cat up for adoption?
No, into our garden, so she will
Okay.
stop bothering me.
Cat up for abortion.
Okay, so
we need to. This needs to be drawn.